Hey everybody, Scott Voak with Voak Homes, and it's time to take another look at our City Heights development project in San Diego. This video is a call between our architect, our contractors, my wife and I to go over what needs to be handled, what is cropped up that we need change orders for, basically how to get this project over the finish line and into the renting phase. I hope you learned something from it. Let's take a look. Okay. All right, so a couple things to talk about today. We're getting close. Walter brought up an idea of doing away with the gas in the front unit and just going all electric. What kind of delay would that change be, Shane?
I actually think that's just an SDG&E item. I think we just need to coordinate with them. The existing meter is like a 125 on the front house, Walter.
Yes.
Do we know if that'll hold an electric heat pump water heater and a mini split and a stove?
Okay. So we have to run it down. We have to run it down to what we're going to install through SDG&E then, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to cause much of an issue. I know that should be a construction change. It should just, for permitting, it should just be a matter of SDG&E.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're already running electrical there anyway. It's all we're doing is abandoning the gas.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't think we need? Do we need a bigger panel for that front house now if we're doing that?
No.
If it has a 125, I think it should be good.
Okay.
Yeah. We just got to get a couple double breakers for probably the water heater, depending. And then the washer and dryer. I mean the washer and dryer. That's we probably do 220s.
Okay.
So I think there's room in the panel. We'd like to set up. So.
Okay.
I told Adon, and Adon said, yeah, that it can be done, so it should be a problem.
How did your talk with SDG&E on the drawing change go? Did they accept that?
Yeah, that was pretty simple. So I basically told her, look, when we're doing these drawings, especially for these duplex designs, it's an R3 occupancy. The city and the state don't require certain disciplines. In this case, it would be mechanical, electrical, and plumbing disciplines. And so not a lot of the time, some of the time, us designers, we make assumptions on where we're going to locate water lines, sewer lines, and stuff like that. And so I basically told her, look, I made the assumption that the contractor would place it right here, and he obviously made the best decision on putting it on the south side, or on the north side, excuse me, on the south side. And I just had to tell her that, hey, look, we make these assumptions in the drawing board, and wherever the contractor feels the best place to put it is where it happens on field. And so it's actually on the side that we say.
Got
That
it.
wasn't an issue. All she needed was a quick confirmation on that.
Okay. So Walter said we also need to get plans done together for what we're going to do on the hardscape now that the buildings are in.
Yep. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I was just wondering what we need for that and what your thoughts are.
Yep. So I sent Walter. Did you get my email with the landscape and hardscape plan? I sent that over yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, we got it. I got it right here in my hands too.
Good.
Yeah. So, I mean, the biggest thing is drainage, right? You have that gravel pit in the front, and so we have the subterranean drains from the downspout. And so we need to basically direct all of that water to the right place because we have so much building area. So it's just a series of concrete pads and landscape areas. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I know that landscape and hardscape is the first thing to get value engineered because that's what all the teams kind of when we're kind of falling on a budget there. So I don't know if you're going to take a chance to look at that, Scott or Walter. But I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I saw that. Did you copy Corey and I on that one, or did it just go to Walter?
I'd have to double check.
Okay.
Yeah, let me double check that. If not, I can send it over.
Okay,
I
and
never
then
got it.
you got it, Corey?
No, I did
Okay.
not get it.
So is it basically
Yeah, so I can fork that.
okay? We running everything into one discharge on the street, or we do what? Do we have to do one on each side of the property? Okay, Walter, is there anything else that's holding you up from taking the next step?
No, it's, we already can run water to the buildings. We're kind of holding off on that till we get everything installed, and regarding finished, but, and still we gotta get the water heaters, and that's not a problem either, but, the main thing we're waiting on will be where they're gonna direct that transformer, and where they're gonna locate it, because now they're saying they're gonna have to put a new pole, or maybe they're gonna relocate the pole. I gotta look at their plans. But
Okay.
once they get that in, it's just boom, boom, boom. We work on landscape, because the inside, I'm pretty much right on it. So,
Okay, so what about has Marvin let you know if he's got the appliances?
yeah, I'm gonna give him a jingle, because, today I'll touch up bases with him and get a time frame on that. And there shouldn't be a problem. And as soon as they have them delivered, we're gonna install them, set them in, and that way that's done deal. And,
That's perfect. Yeah, because once those are physically in, then we can get a check from the bank for that. And
okay.
how much do you think the material is going to be on the showers?
Probably I'd say about $5,000, maybe. It's a little bit of a high number, because I got the square footage that I need, so
Okay.
depending on the style that I get.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That can go.
No.
Yeah. Where are you gonna get those?
Well, I'm gonna get us a couple samples of floor and decor, and maybe meet up with Corey and show her what we got, and that way she can pull the trigger. I mean,
Okay.
because she's done great on picking up the other units,
Yeah.
so why not? You know.
Yeah. Don't.
That way I don't.
She's got that down. Let's not mess with
Better taste than
success.
I do. You know, he's got better taste than I do. That's for sure.
Well, we got 4 guys and 1 girl. Who's gonna pick out the furnishings? Yeah, that's gonna be Corey.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Is there anything else that anybody's concerned about that we need to do that is slowing us down?
The water meter upgrade, that's a big one.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
working on that.
Yes.
And we're in the process of the permitting. I do need to complete that EMRA with you, Scott, and that's gonna trigger some notarization for that. But I have that on my list of things to do in the next couple days. So as soon as I fill out that paperwork, then I'll send it over to you to get notarized, and then we can resubmit. But that'll be that. The water meter upgrade is going to be the absolute last thing to do. But I mean, we have enough water pressure, I'm sure, for the property. Yeah. But it's just a city thing. It's such a pain in the butt that they require us to do that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but that'll be the only thing.
Okay. So SDG&E, help me understand, you guys. What's the issue with the pole? Do we have to drive that, or are they driving it?
They handle everything from the street, and then they put the transformer down into our property.
Okay.
At that point, and then we do the hookup to our panel, but we already got the panel. We got ahead of that. We already purchased it. It's on site. So then pretty much after that, as soon as they set their location, and boom, they're not off to the races right there. I mean,
okay,
there's no holdups on our part.
Did they give you an idea of when they're going to have that?
It'll be within couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
Sure. Now they've got the situation with Shane handled with the main line. We should be no problem. They should just probably be scheduling us into their platform so they can come and do the work.
Okay, so once they've got, so hopefully we can get the appliances in, the showers done, and then basically just be waiting for them.
Yeah.
and then roll, because that'll let us. And then if we abandon the gas on the front unit, how quickly can we rent that out, or we still need to wait for that transformer to go in?
Transformer to go in.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Transformer to go in.
Okay, so I sent the change order to Junior. Once we get that signed, I'll submit it for approval, and let me know when he wants money for the rest of the appliances, and we'll take care of that.
Okay.
Okay, and there was an issue when we were out there for lunch the other day on doors. You guys thought that Shane wanted a locking door between the buildings.
Yes.
Okay, so Shane, what I'm thinking we need a locking door on the alley and a locking door in front, but not, once we get internal, the individual buildings don't need their own doors.
You don't think so? Okay. I was just thinking for privacy. I mean, that's their private little patio, right? So, I mean, even if it's just a key block instead of the key code that we can have on the alley and the trees, even if it's just a key block, I think just providing them some privacy. Right? I mean, they're gonna have furniture and stuff out there, and typically you trust your neighbors, right?
Right.
I mean,
Well,
that's what I'm thinking.
okay, I could see a lock, a gate like, oh,
To the code.
yes. I'm just worried if somebody's coming in, they gotta unlock the outdoor, and then they gotta unlock the indoor. But I guess you're right, if they're gonna have patio furniture out there and bikes and stuff.
Well,
So
there's
that-
not a whole lot of patio, especially the one in the first house with the first building. So there's not a whole lot there, but I do see that there's AC units, and so they have a little bit of an area, not that much. So the other ones are the same thing. So I see what he said. Put one in before you go up the stairs to the next building.
Well, do we put it,
I'm in a meeting.
do we put it outside the stairs, or do the upstairs need it and we just put it inside for the downstairs unit?
Yeah, downstairs, not upstairs.
I'm gonna do a quick little rendering. So if you send me those samples, Walter, I can do
Okay.
a rendering of different areas in the development where I think that we should put the gate,
Okay,
Okay.
so we
All
can all
right.
visualize it a little better.
perfect.
Okay.
That'll be easier for us. Okay. All right.
Okay. That's pretty much it. So
All right, sounds good. Sign that thing when you get a chance, Walter. I'll get it turned in, and then we'll be able to submit for the next funds here pretty soon, I hope. Okay?
perfect.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you next
All
time.
right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Corey. Bye, Corey.
Bye.
I'll send you a picture,
Sorry
Shane.
about
Okay. All right, as you can tell, we have several issues. The biggest one that concerns me is the transformer from SDG&E, because we have no control over that. We can do the grading, we can lay the pipes, we can put in the showers, but we're 100% dependent on SDG&E to get that transformer in. And if you saw the movie Money Pit, you heard the contractor always say 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks till the house was done. And we're hearing 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks from SDG&E for the transformer. And I hope it doesn't follow the same path, because we really need that in 2 weeks, because we're paying $15,000 a month interest on this loan. And that is the key item that's holding us up in getting this finished. We think we will be done and able to rent 30 days after we get that transformer in. So that's really what we're waiting for. Stay tuned next time, subscribe, and find out if we get it.